Takaful is commonly referred to as Islamic insurance, and here at the International Takaful Summit, over 300 delegates from around the world have gathered to discuss the growth, the challenges and the future of this industry. I'll be interviewing some of the attendees to learn more about Takaful.
Islamic finance is more than just sukuk and having Islamic banks. You have to have equity market. There must be some mutual fund or unit trusts which are Islamic based. So there has to be a variety of investment instruments which are Islamic or Sharia compliant. So this is a good start, but I see it's still a long way, for a Takaful operator to operate in this environment.
When compared to the more developed Islamic banking sector, the progression of Takaful remains less developed. However, Takaful continues to expand with positive growth momentums in Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Malaysia, which is one of the world's leading and established Islamic economies that has developed and implemented successfully a number of Islamic financial products. There's significant growth of Takaful in Malaysia. Why is that?
Both Islamic banking and also Islamic insurance have been growing in tandem quite rapidly in Malaysia, resulting from the government support and the incentives that are offered by the government to the banks and also insurance companies.
So in Malaysia, what are the determinants of Takaful demand?
We offer profit sharing to our customers. So in the event there is no claim, we give you back a percentage of your premium. Whereas for conventional insurance, once you have paid the premium, regardless whether there is a claim, you get no money back. So the profit sharing element is something that attracts the public, be it Muslims or non-Muslims, because everybody likes to have a rebate. So this is, I think, one of the most powerful value proposition of Takaful in Malaysia, which has again created a lot of interest and growth in the country.
Do you think that the success of Islamic finance in Malaysia can be achieved by strong support of government? Is that a good example for other nations to follow suit?
Yes, of course, because we operate in both Malaysia and Indonesia. The big difference I see between the two countries is in Malaysia, government is very supportive of Islamic finance, very supportive, Whereas in Indonesia, it's not quite there yet, So we see that growth in Indonesia has been quite challenging. The conventional banking and insurance have dominated the industry. Takaful and Islamic banking is still very, very small. Whereas, they have probably 90% of their population who are Muslims. Whereas in Malaysia, we only have 60% who are Muslims. But due to the strong government support and the proper regulatory environment in place, Islamic finance has been probably growing a lot faster compared to any other countries in the world.
Do you think that Takaful can be successful beyond Muslim majority countries?
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, because I simply can't imagine Takaful being successful in a country where the regulation and the government doesn't have the proper infrastructure to allow Islamic finance to operate. Globally, the future of Takaful, I think, will probably be more prevalent in Islamic countries. That's my view.
As of 2006, about 25% of the world population was Muslim. This is expected to climb to 26.4% by 2030. With an ever-growing audience, the demand for Sharia-compliant products will grow too.